Hey folks, welcome back to Living Texas, Hidden Spring Farm. Today, we're going to be clearing some lanes for some fencing. If you saw our previous video, we had some challenges with some elevation changes in our land, the way the fence is going to ebb and flow going from north to south through our wood line. Well, today, we're going to do the lane that connects from our current fence into that actual lane. And that's going to be straight through here. The problem is I don't know if you can see it real well, but right there, that hump, that's another terrace. So we're going to have to cut a lane through it. With this terrace, I'm going to take a big chunk out of it. I'm going to drag the dirt down into the low spot, into the wood line where you can see where we worked yesterday. Well, we're going to get busy. Y'all come on and join us. I'm going to take you over here and show you. This pasture land that I'm walking through here is got a terrace that goes from the edge of the wood line and flows around here and goes into the woods. And then I don't know if you can really see it, but here's one right here again that's flowing. And our land has all of these terraces in it to prevent it from the topsoil from being washed away. So we have got to come out here where there's plenty of poison ivy. I'm not allergic to it, but just going to cut through it, drag all this dirt on this terrace. This is the low spot, and we're coming up into the high spot. We're going to step up on the terrace here, and you can see this terrace here flows through over here, and we cut through it on the previous video. So if you hadn't seen that, I'll put a link in the end of this video so you can see it. Now we're going to go downhill pretty good here. So you can see where the little tractor is up here. We're coming downhill, and it drops off after this terrace pretty steep and comes in over here. And this is basically what we're going to be working on today. This is basically what we're going to be doing. We're going to be working this dirt work to get this cut in straight through here, so we can tie into our fence post that's going to cut back up through this terrace area where the corner is going to be up here. We're going to have a T set right here. And then we're going to head that way to the south. So anyway, let's get busy and start cutting down through this terrace, trying to get this dirt work here, this ground here looking good enough that we can stretch in some woven wire fence here. That's the plan. Down in here, so I have to go back with the bucket, dress it up a little bit. The idea is to take what I've cleared so far here and bring all of this dirt from this terrace down into that low spot. So as you can see, the ground is sloped up towards our fence, and I'm trying to keep that same slope, and cutting through this terrace. And I still have about another foot or so to go on this, but I need to make it wide enough to come around here, and I need to take all this dirt down into there like I just did some of the terrace here. And what I want to do is probably take this terrace, I don't know if you can see properly, but this terrace goes in straight over to where we cut through it before. So this fence is going to come in about where the tractor's at, and give or take a little bit, it's going to be in the dirt that's right where that little tree is, and it's going to be heading back this way. Well, this is the area that we've cleared to have the cattle lay in when it starts getting really hot, and it's already started getting hot here in Texas. So this is all going to be controlled by electric fence, and then from there going back up to our other fence is going to be woven wire, because this part now is going to be in our yard. And if you can see in the distance there, we have that's where our raised garden beds are. So probably what I'm going to do, since this spot is so low here, and I'm going down, I'm going to take that terrace there, and I'm probably going to pull all this dirt all the way over to here, into here. We'll just have to see. I don't want a bunch of water rushing down during the rains and washing out their area. So I might leave over to where this tree is, because the land flows this way and then back down. So maybe I'll keep a little bit of that up there, and we can get the rest of this done. So let's see what we can get going now. All right, so this is the progress so far. I don't know if you can tell the depth there. That's 6-8 inches there compared to over here. Got to cut that down. But I made a mistake. Instead of staying straight, I wanted to take the top edge out. And when I did, it leaned the tractor. And so I cut a little bit too deep right here. So I got to get that, or that's going to be a hole, and it's going to be a problem when it starts raining. But this so far is what it looks like. Get this dirt dragged down into here. And we're probably going to have to really work the dirt, because this this back area back here is not as high where the post is going to go. The post will probably go about right here. It's going to cut through there. So I definitely need to trim that. I need to cut that off over there and fill in that low spot. Take the rest of the terrace out over there so I can get some of that dirt in here where we need it. And we should be done with this. Well, I don't know if you guys saw the short that I had put out several months ago. We have a chicken named Cinderella. We actually saved the chicken's life, nursed it back to health in the shop in a cattle trough with fence over the top, fed it, got it all back healthy. It went out and it wanted to hang out with the cows all the time. And there's a funny short I have where I'm talking to it, the chicken, and she's not listening, which was hilarious. A lot of people saw that short. Well, she came up missing. And we were kind of sad about it. But, you know, we let our chickens, we've got 45 acres. They can go where they want to go. We prefer them to stay around the barn so they can take care of the fly larvae and the flies and all that other kind of stuff that's up there that bothers the cattle. That's the main reason we got them and have their chicken coop there. But we've been wondering where she's at. We knew that she'd like to come over to these woods a lot and scratch over here. Well, there's no doubt she's gone forever because I found her remains. And there's really not much to her left. Whatever got her, bird, coon, possum, whatever it was, this is all they left, the Cinderella. Just the feathers. A few feathers. So here's a few more over here. So rest in peace, Cinderella. We really had a good time with you, joking and laughing and all that other good stuff with once you got healthy. We had a good time filming you and all that other kind of stuff. So told you to stay in the yard. Folks, what do you think? There you go, right there. A little bit of work, tractor work today. A couple hours. We got it knocked down. We've got the terrace smooth at the proper grade. We got it going down this way, got it flowing back this way so we don't lose anything there. Now we'll just come back in here a little bit later, do some light hand work. Got to fill that one little gap in there, but I'll grab some dirt off of that and get that done. I got it over here to where it flows here. It won't eat through where the gate is and it'll flow over here. I do need to knock this down some. And if you're wondering about finishing out these piles over here for everybody that wants total closure, I need this dirt piled up here for when I put the fence post in and see exactly where it is. It's probably going to be in this area here. I'm going to need to bring that dirt over here, so I needed to pile some dirt up that I can be able to use. So all this will be knocked down and finished out. This is going to be the hot wire running up through here to the corner. Like I said earlier, it's going to be net fencing, horse fence all the way up, straight up to that wood post up there. And then this whole area will be fenced in for the cows to get in and cool off during the day. I'm hoping the chickens don't end up back over here because they'll end up like Cinderella did. Once we get this worked here, get this fence up here, we're going to do another leg out there on the road where we started. And then we'll get this back fence up through here. But that's going to be other videos for you to look forward to. I can't tell you how much that we appreciate you guys. I looked at the YouTube this morning and we had 892 subscribers. Wow. I know that's not a lot for some of you guys, but man, 892 people decided to follow a Country Boys channel, right? So I'm getting a little older, a little wiser. Got a lot to learn on some of this stuff. But I ask you guys to stick with us, and maybe we can learn together, or at least I can learn from you guys. Listen, thanks for joining us again. Live in Texas, Hidden Spring Farm. We're going to put the link to the first video up with this one. You guys have a blessed day. We hope to see you soon.